Hello everybody, welcome back to Let's Play Frostpunk. The Timix here, it is day 20. Got a couple things going on. We've got a bunch more people coming in, and of course also some wood and a steam core. But 63 of them added to our 257 is going to make it 320, and 62 plus 7, 69 kids. We have enough child shelters. But I did a quick count, and I believe I'm actually 2 bunkhouses short, so I want to address that as soon as I can. We've got a stable situation with the Londoners, and we recently used all of our spiritual abilities, so we're not going to be able to do anything more with that. But with the food situation, it could get a little bit interesting once they come in. You have to leave. No, you don't. We have to get organized. You have to just be patient and stay the course is what you have to do. But another day on the other scouts, so nothing big going on there. Of course, we'll have a new law today. And what's this? Oh yeah, one of our engineers in the infirmary is not there. Nothing big to worry about there. We have a bit of steel, but definitely building that up is still going to be one of our top priorities. Definitely looks like steel and potentially food now are the big concerns. Okay.
The work shift starts.
Back to start here, and of course it was coal first, or steel first rather, and then I sort of split between wood and coal for the rest of the labor. And let's just speed it up a bit. We've got a couple hours here. Except we don't. Forgot about the mechanical calculators research being finished. So we'll stop it a little sooner. And of course our plan obviously stays the same. We need the power upgrade to deal with the freeze. I didn't mention the freeze at the start, but that's definitely our next concern. Roll on with that. Scouts have returned safely. And we see wood is sort of busting at the seams here. So that could be a situation. I don't think I need quite that much for coal right now. The food rations I definitely don't need. So I'll change that one to wood. Just give it a little more space. Right now, we're definitely not going to be having extra food. We can see we've got 63 people are going to eat. That's going to bite a big amount into that. And 20 of them homeless, so we'll need to work on that. Where are we going to go with our scouts? Well, we've got one headed over here to the freshwater springs. And the Dreadnought Landing is the only other place that we haven't been, so day and a half roughly for that journey. They'll arrive a few hours apart. That'll be tomorrow. And we're going to have another law here, so we don't want to move ahead too far. As soon as we get employment going, we'll definitely want to use these people, use their labor to build houses. And of course, we don't have enough employment for everybody now. So keeping enough work for everybody could be a challenge. Let's see, 3 hours and change. There's our, let's go ahead and pull them out of the cookhouse. So we have a little over 200 food right now. Another 2 hours plus. And something else going on up here by the temple. Change of heart. Sir, a man was found crying silently in the temple. We approached him to ask if he needed help. He told us he wanted to see you. I thought my faith died long ago, sir, with my wife and daughters in London. I couldn't see any purpose in our new life in the fight for survival. But today, when I entered the temple, I saw a future for us. Now I'm ready to face it. So that's positive news. And he actually leads the Londoners. So we had 24, now we've got 23. Well, that's all to the good. Let's see, what do we have here? Just over an hour. Keep it slowed down here. And there we go. Okay, now we have full employment. So it's 62% on this, which we're going to need by tomorrow, and it's going to be close. We're going to need 2 more houses, which we can just barely fit in there. So I think that'll be our building. We have more that we could build now if we wanted. And I think maybe it's time to get another sawmill up over here. Not because we need it right now, but because it would give us something to have people do. Because we have this one here, and we want to eventually get into this area. Whoops, see now, this one still covers that little bit there. This one covers, most of that other area. And then we could also put one up over here. Excuse me. Of course, I always like to build streets at night, but I don't see any reason not to build these. Of course, one of the things is that this is going to do is it's just going to give us more. And I could also build another coal thumper. Frankly, I might want to do both of those things. Let's see, where do we want to build it to take advantage of? Not up there. So we want to build the sawmill there. But it's just basically to get the rest of our people to work. That's our big concern here. Yeah, but that looks like the best place. So those 2 sawmills will mean almost all of our frozen trees are going to be covered. Not all of them, but like this one here, for example. I basically want to finish this up and then move, and then see where the best place is to move one forward there. I don't want to build another one now. We've had this gathering post here for forever. We're using up some of the wood, which is all to the good. I think if we're going to take advantage of this coal thumper, I think we got to build it right next to this so it's going to be in range. And then move in the other ones around it, I think is the deal. So build it there. And then another gathering post. Let's see, if I might want to build a food kitchen or something somewhere nearby it, so I could put say one here. That would give us the 2 we need to start. Yeah, let's have everybody get to work on those. Of course, you're going to be hungry first. That would be 30 more employed there, plus those 250. That's going to get us about in the right range employment-wise. Oh. A new law time. Okay, so we took care of the temple. Now we still have the Faith Keepers as an option. The House of Healing still an option. We've got Righteous Denunciation. It's the duty of the faithful to denounce wickedness. It is a sign of true compassion to bring the wicked to light. Another day and a half. For some reason they list the resource thing here twice. Small amounts of resources could be uncovered. Discontent rises when we sign the law, but it'll occasionally lower discontent. So that, be a net positive, mostly for the economic impact, but not a huge importance. However, we did mention last time, and I definitely want to do it, getting this field kitchen. Because as it gets colder, we're not going to be able to work at a reasonable temperature in very many places without them. Of course, it's going to increase our need for food, potentially, anyway. But, and we'll have to build 2 of them. But that's definitely the way I want to go.
Listen, everyone. New law is signed.
So the question is sort of, it'd be nice to have them up for tomorrow morning. So where would we want to build these field kitchens? Where are the most important places to keep running that are going to be too cold? Because it's going to drop 2 levels. Well, these right here are comfortable. They'll still be chilly, so they'll be fine. These are livable and will be cold, so those won't be okay. My goodness, I didn't have that on. That's bad. Oh, that one just got built. That's why it's not. Okay. Yeah, these 2. There's a coal thumper. Yeah, I didn't have heaters on in some of these sawmills. That's definitely an oversight. We'll want to turn. Yeah, those we can't turn on yet because they're not built. And these are okay. But we can turn like the heaters on in the workshops, so they'll be fine. But like the coal thumper here and these coal mines are going to be a problem. And if we want to operate this coal thumper, that'll be a problem. If we want to operate any sawmills, that'll be a problem. So I wonder if I can get one that covers this sawmill and this coal stuff. Because that's a sawmill that still has quite a bit. So that would be nice, and then it might also help with some of these buildings just as an extra little benefit. But yeah. I definitely want one that's going to cover one of the cookhouses if I can. Because, right now they would be livable, so they'd be down to cold and they wouldn't operate. So, okay, let's see what kind of range these things have. Field kitchens. So I could get these together under one. There's really nowhere. I'd like to get all those together in one, but I can't. So, just sort of the question is, how many do I want to operate at the same time? Right now, I just want to place 2. I'm gonna need one by the cookhouse. That's just a given. And here it could run the cookhouse and the sawmill. So I really like the idea of having one there. Then, once that one's done, it isn't going to cover that. Do I want the coal mines? And I like the idea of covering the coal thumper more than the mines themselves, just in general because it's not an infinite resource. Although, if we look at the... No, I don't want to do that. If we look at the mines, you can see, like, they haven't used up much. So we should probably really go based on, you know, just who's going to get the most use out of it. There I could get like the coal thumpers and the sawmill. Balance wood and coal. You know what? I'm going to do that, and then I can always build another one later over here. If our food supply is okay, I can always build more, you know, other places that might need it. So, yeah, let's roll with that. I'm not going to complain about being fed better and it's damned cold. A good word and a hot meal warm both body and soul. So people are pretty happy about that. We've completed one bunkhouse. There's a second one. We'll need to connect up a bunch of streets tonight. People gradually eating. See how much of our food that sucks up. You can see our wood, again, getting into the red zone here in terms of storage. And there we are, literally 10 minutes before closing time. We get that generator research that we're going to need. Okay, so now what? Well, we're kind of struggling on food, and now we have more people coming in. So really, that makes it a very easy decision. We need food, and we need it in a pretty bad way now. We've got to go with flying hunters. And of course, it's most important now just to get those hunters out there and grab what they can to keep our rations from running out. Okay, so we've got everything set up here. We've got this sawmill finishing. We've got a couple things finishing over here. If I can get into the right spot. Yeah, the field kitchen's finishing. Gathering post is finishing. And we're going to need to build some streets. To connect all these up. And of course, just sort of the question is where the best place is to do it. Just throw one in there. This already has a street. Just take a little jog that way. I'll just run an artery like this. I don't really want to do that. Let's run it along there. Okay, so that'll take care of connecting all those up, and then do we want to build anything else? It would be that we have enough housing now, but no extra. And there's really nowhere else, I don't think. Let me check this. Yeah, there's really nowhere else that we can put more. Which is a bit of a problem, because we're going to need to upgrade those eventually. We'll probably need to throw up another steam hub or something. But I think what I want to do is just get a couple more resource depots up. And this is sort of a balance in terms of how much steel we have, because these do cost 20 steel each. I do want more storage. But on the other hand, we're going to need to build more of the hunting things as soon as they research, and those aren't a small amount of steel for those. So you know, it's sort of a tough one. But I think what I want to be at is 2 more. And then we'll save that 62 steel plus whatever else. And just sort of let this run. And you see the cities, I mean, it's getting very busy, it's getting very crowded. There's a lot going on in terms of buildings. It's going to be more and more important to build things carefully so we don't block off where other things could potentially go. We've had a lot of freedom and flexibility so far, that's probably going to change. The temple has influenced some people to mend their ways. It's like another 3, 6 of them, so now we're sitting at 20. So that's nice. And then one thing here with these field kitchens that's a little bit, well, they're not quite finished yet. Let's finish that road first. Here's our resource depots, and I definitely want one of them to go wood. I think at the moment, one going wood and one going coal. You know, just sort of keeps us in line. I'm not sure what's going on with these streets over here. We should have... Did I miss a connection here somewhere? Yeah, right there is where it's not connected right in here, so... Yeah, they're already working on it. They just haven't done it for whatever reason. Well, finish it up, please. You know, I want to get in there and see what's going on. Still isn't finished. Nobody's going over there. Now I'm becoming to be annoyed. Build another one there to duplicate it, I guess. There we go. It might not even be necessary, but I just want to make sure that gets done. Okay. So let's put some people in the field kitchens. And why would I do that at this time of the day? That doesn't make any sense. And generically, that's right. But it's a bit of a gamey thing here. We fulfilled the promise. It doesn't give us credit for it for building them until we put people in them, even if they can't work there yet. They've been built to provide people with hot meals, as you promised. Hope rises. So I wanted to get benefit for that hope rising before the end of the day to potentially impact the Londoners situation. You can see they're closed at this time of the day. They don't open until 8 a.m., but it still gave me credit for it. Whatever. And I can just, you know, pull them back out. If I remember where the other one is. There it is. And then it hurts nothing, so. Sort of get back aligned here. Yeah, okay, I'm kind of sideways. Something like there is the normal place. And our food is falling very, very quickly. We're about to get some more coal in, which is fine. And look at that, our food is gone. Completely gone. Well, that's going to cause a problem tomorrow. Because it's going to get colder. And the cookhouses are not going to be able to operate. So in order to fix that, we've got to get more heat to them. One of them. It could be either one. We could build a new one in a heated zone, but there's no way to really do that. So it is time for a new steam hub. And of course we have the one over there. We're going to build another one, and this is for multiple reasons. Really. But I'm just going to put it on the street right there. And that will heat this cookhouse. But it will also give me a place where I can build a few more houses. Now, it's a lot of coal to pump out there for just a few more houses. But we have the coal. It's not like we don't have enough. And the other thing is, it'll give us enough space for housing that we can upgrade some buildings, you know, eventually if we need them. But until I build the houses, I can always just turn this on. If we look back at the other one here, I can just turn it on for, you know, whatever. I could just turn it off if I don't want to use it anymore. Just use it for whatever amount of time the coal or the cookhouse needs it. So definitely need to get that built soon. And there we are. They're going to go to work on that. And we have definitely done some things here. Added more housing. Got a bunch more places for people to work. We're working on the food kitchens so that we can get things rolling and be ready for the heat. So the next freeze is definitely going to be the thing to deal with tomorrow. I think we're all set now for day 20 in the books. 21 to come. That'll be coming up soon. Thanks for watching.